Hey beautiful people, it's Lady Love checking in. So I'm getting ready to get my pot roast going in a slow cooker. And so I'm doing pot roast with potatoes in the slow cooker. So come on and cook with me. Help me put it together, beautiful people. Come on. So here is my roast. I got a bigger one than usual. Costs a little more. And here is my slow cooker. I actually need a bigger one. I'm gonna invest in one, so I'm just gonna go ahead and spray the slow cooker with the olive oil spray. Here's my meat. I already cleaned it, and I'm finishing up patting it dry with the towel, paper towel, that is. And so after that's all dry, here's my pot for the slow cooker. And let's see here. We're gonna just season first with the black pepper. You know, my usual for chicken. And usually I do same thing with beef for the most part. And yeah, pretty much. Black pepper, seasoned salt. Like I already said before in my previous videos, I use any kind of seasoning salt. Sometimes I get specialty seasoning salt. I do have some right now, but I haven't been using it. Maybe I use it soon or something. And I have, excuse me. Bless me too. Garlic powder. Try to get those sides too over there, so they won't be flavorless over there. Just hit it a little bit. And then a chili powder, of course. That's a big old roast. Big and thick. And then the ground turmeric. And I usually, you know, eat it because I be eating on it. It be so good. And so I try to have leftovers and save some for my daughter. So when I do that, I put hers to the side. And then I don't be having that much left. So I wanted a bigger one so I can have more. So anyway, I'm just finding the right place to cut where it's easy to cut. I don't know the whole thing of, I've watched it on different things where you cut the opposite way or the way that, I don't know. I have to learn that. I just be finding somewhere where it's easy to cut, and that's what I do, cut it. But I'm gonna get a little bit more etiquette when it comes to that. Like I said, I've heard it, but I didn't pay attention to grasp it and you know, for it to stick. But anyway, right now that's what we're doing. So now it's all seasoned and cut up, and now it's in the pot. Here it is, and I'm using a couple of the Maggi seasonings that I use. And I just open them and place one on one side and place the other on the other side, like down in the pot, kind of stick it down. And then I have 3 potatoes here. I'm gonna peel them and then cut them. So let me grab the garbage right here and start peeling. Like this and like that and like this and like this and like that and like this and like this. And so now I'm all done peeling the potatoes. I have an onion here that I already peeled, and so I'm gonna slice this as well and add that to the pot. So I just cut my potatoes in like a few pieces, 3 or 4 depending on how big the potato is. And it's fine for them to be kind of big like that, because being in a slow cooker, they're gonna be cooking for a while. And yeah, sometimes they get too soft if you put them in too smaller pieces. So I just kind of keep them in a nice size and just slice that onion up just like that. Then kind of break each piece down and add it into the pot. Like this and like that and like this and like this and like that and like this and I put a little seasoning salt over that because of the potatoes, so the potatoes can have some seasoning since they at the top, just to make sure they get some flavor. And just finish breaking these little sliced onions and add them to the pot. Simple, right? Simple. I know. And this is some green pepper I had left from some other chopping and using of it that I was doing. And I left this, saved this for the pot roast in particular. It's not a whole bell pepper, but it's at least a half, something like that. That's good enough. I'd be more on the onions, but I do like to add some bell pepper in there too to give it that flavor. But it don't have to be a lot of that flavor. I'd be more on that onion, But again, the green pepper give it a nice little, you know, flavor addition. And so now I'm going to go ahead and I've already actually cleaned rinsed the green onions, and I'm drying them off with the paper towel. And then we're just going to chop. Let's get it in order first. Get some order going on up in here with these green onions. Just pull off the little pieces that are kind of worn that we don't want to use. Throw those out. Get them lined up here so we can get the cutting. Okay, so I'll just cut that little part off and throw that out. And then chop. There's another little piece to throw out right there. Chop. I'm just gonna finish chopping these on up all the way down to towards the end. And now we're all done chopping, and we're gonna go ahead and just add these to the pot for the crock pot. Just like this, just like that, just like this, and just like that. Yeah. So anyhow, next thing is the garlic, the minced garlic. I need to get a tablespoon, and we're gonna add a couple of tablespoons of this. And kind of when you put it down in there, just kind of try to put it down a little bit, get it in there, push down instead of sitting right on the top. Probably should have put it in towards the beginning, but I forgot. So anyhow, it's in there now. It's in there. And then I have the Lipton, not the Lipton, but the Great Value brand, but the onion soup mix. And just take a pack of that and just pour it into the pan, the pot, the pan. And add a can of cream of mushroom soup. Just like this and like that and like this and like this. And then what we're gonna need to do now is look at it. And this is what it's looking like. I moved the cream of mushroom soup around, and I'm gonna just add water and just pretty much fill it, you know, not all the way to the top, but enough where it's liquid all around everything for the most part. And just put a top on there. I actually need a bigger crock pot. This is kind of too small for this big old piece of meat I got. So I'm gonna have to invest in a big one. I've been seeing that, but it looks like I'm getting closer to do it. So anyway, these are my green beans. I just put a little olive oil in the bottom. Look at the pot roast and potatoes cooking up. But going back to the green beans, I used a little black pepper. Look at that. Look at that meat. It's nice and tender. Like this and like that and like this. Yeah. That's looking really good. That's looking really good. For the green beans, I use a little black pepper, some of the Maggi seasoning, and that's it. I'll just let it steam, saute, and mix it around, you know, with the thingy. What you call the thingies? Is that called tongues? Anyway, let's dig in. This is fire. This is fire, and I'm hungry. I am hungry. I have not eaten all day. I had some strawberries and some grapes earlier, and that's it. So this is really good, and it's nice and hot. Y'all see that steam? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, y'all, thanks for cooking with me. Thanks for eating with me. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you all so much for watching. And yeah, y'all, this is Lady Love checking out. I will see y'all in the next one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to tell you, this is what's up. It's good, y'all. All right, y'all. Lady Love checking out. Peace.